Today I will show you how to become an expert at horse archery. I know I'm like 6 or 7 months late, but in my defense I had no idea they fixed horse archery with the brushes with that DLC. But better late than never. First we will start with how to actively increase your marksmanship and horsemanship, then some passive ways, and finally some tips. A good way to improve both archery and horsemanship at the same time is to do the horse archery contests set up by Bibrek the archer at the tracks between Semin and the Nomad's camp. It's better and safer to get used to horse archery by shooting straw targets rather than shooting targets that can fight back. Or if you get bored or don't like the horse archery contests, you can raise the marksmanship skill separately by shooting at archery targets from a distance. You get more XP by shooting from further away. For this and the horse archery contests, I recommend the worn Cuman bow for its drawing speed. For horsemanship, the skill can be improved even while AFK after letting your horse follow the path around Trotsky Castle in a counterclockwise direction. Next up, trainers. For marksmanship, the basic training can be learned from Huntsman's son Vitek for 75 groschen. He is located west of Takov in the Trotsky region. The apprentice training can be learned from Rat for 200 groschen, but only after completing the Beyond the Grave quest. She is located around the Hole in the Wall tavern in southeast of Gutenberg. The journeyman training can be learned from Kubienga for 500 groschen. He is located at the Devil's Den. For horsemanship, the basic training can be learned from Old Olbram for 75 groschen, but only after completing the quest Frogs. He is located in Zelezhov. The apprentice training can be learned from Dry Devil for 200 groschen. He is located at the Devil's Den. The journeyman training can be learned from Groom Hashtal for 500 groschen, but only after completing his quest Attila, which becomes available after the Maleshov mission. He is located at the stables northwest of Maleshov. When it comes to the skill books, the Aim and Fire 1 skill book can be found northwest of Troskovitz in a sack. The Aim and Fire 2 skill book can be purchased from Bohumir, which can be found at the quarry outside of the Trotsky Castle. The Aim and Fire 3 skill book can be found in the locked chest in the basement of the Devil's Den. The Aim and Fire 4 skill book can be found in southeast of Gutenberg in Master Wenceslas' shop in a locked chest up the stairs. There are 2 more marksmanship skill books called A Treatise on the Beauty of the Crossbow and Book on the Nobility of the Bow, which can be found at this location just south of Gutenberg, where 2 gentlemen were having an honorable marksman duel. The books are on each of their bodies. Let me know in the comments which ranged weapon you prefer, bows or crossbows. I'm team crossbows. For horsemanship, the Life in the Saddle 1 skill book can be found in Troskovitz, where you can buy it from Scribe Gable. Life in the Saddle 2 skill book can be found in the Nomad's camp, where you can buy it from horse handler Mikolai. Life in the Saddle 3 skill book can be found at this location in Gutenberg. You have to pass through the scribe's house and it will be found in the back of the garden on a cart. Life in the Saddle 4 skill book can be found at this bandit camp in the west of Old Kutna. It is inside of a chest in a shack. The key to the chest can be found on one of the bandits. Without making this video longer than necessary, let's focus on the most important perks for this playstyle. Bowyer to make your bow stronger after repairing it with a kit, Ergin Tav for 10% more damage on horseback, Knight training to make it harder for enemies to unseat you, Warhorse so after killing an enemy there are less chances for your horse to run away and throw you off, Heartseeker 1 and 2 for up to 25% more damage with a chest shot, Master Fletcher for more arrow penetration against armored enemies, One Man Army for 10% more damage when being outnumbered, and from the marksmanship tree all perks are great except those marked with an arrow because they are related to crossbows and guns. Now a few tips to have a better experience with mounted archery. The most important tip I can give is to get a horse with high courage. Nobody wants a horse that throws you off and leaves you to die at the hands of your enemies. I'm using Herring and he has the hidden perk that makes him stronger, and with equipment and buffs he reaches 30 courage. But any horse that gets to at least 25 courage with equipment should be decent enough. When it comes to the weapon, the Cuman bow provides a balance between draw speed and power, with the Cuman chief bow being the best of the bunch. Also, make sure to use black arrows for the most damage. Before you unlock the Eagle Eye perk, you should be keeping distance from your enemies and shoot from afar. And when they try to close the distance, move away. Otherwise, there is a big chance of this happening. Having Matt with you can distract the enemies, so you can try to take them down from a safe distance. If one or more enemies are nearby and they have hit your horse and you notice it slowed down, there's a very big chance for you to get unhorsed by a follow-up hit. So before that happens, make sure to switch to a secondary melee weapon so you can properly defend yourself when you get back up. Otherwise, those few seconds it takes to switch weapons can be the end of you. Once you unlock the Eagle Eye perk, life becomes easier, and you can approach the enemies for a more precise shot to the face, or even let them come near you for the same reason. That was all from me. If you have more tips about horse archery, let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this guide, leave a like and please subscribe. I want to reach 1000 subscribers and it costs you nothing to do it, while it gives me a big boost of motivation to keep making videos. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.